All right, hello everyone. Welcome back. This video series, couple videos in a row, is going to be about working with lists and arrays and how you can kind of collect things and then do stuff with the stuff that you collected. So I created a setup here that this video will just be going over the setup. So to start off with, I have a ball manager object. It's just got a collider on it. It's just a little paddle here. And then on it is the manager script that I'll go through in a moment. We also have a ball prefab that basically just has a collider and a rigid body and then a script that destroys it when it gets below a certain point. And so basically what I've done is I've created a collection game. So you, as your mouse moves back and forth, it collects the balls and puts them in a little bucket on the side, and your score counts up. And then when you get to some score number, I think it's 20, the game kind of stops. And then we'll go into the next part of the game, which is what we'll be building together. So I've kind of collected enough balls. Over here is just a couple sprites. This sprite has an edge collider on it so that it collects the balls, and then there's a little transform, just an empty game object to be a transform, so that when the manager collects a ball, it puts it over at this location so it'll fall into the bucket. And then we have the canvas that has the score. So every time you collect a ball, the score goes up by 1. So nothing too crazy here, but let's go through the manager script. So we don't actually need this. So we have a reference to the ball prefab and a timer. And then what we're doing there is if the score is less than the minimum score value, which I set to be 20, the timer counts up, and if the timer gets to be more than a certain amount, it resets and then instantiates a ball at a random location. The paddle follows the mouse, so you might recognize this code from a previous lesson, but I'm basically just getting the mouse position, and then I am having the paddle follow, and then I'm limiting the X movement of the paddle by saying, hey, if you go too far left or right, just reset it to be at those minimum and maximum values. So it kind of is constrained within the two X values that make it stay on the screen and not overlap with the bucket. When the paddle collides with a ball, I say collect the ball, and the ball collection script basically just moves the ball over to the bucket location. And then because I noticed that if you didn't add a little bit of randomness to how they fell, they would just stack perfectly on top of each other. So I added a little bit of randomness so that it would kind of fall nicely into the bucket. We increase the score, and we put the score into the UI text here. So nothing too crazy here. This is just the collecting the balls section, and then this will be the do stuff with the ball, right? So this is what we will be doing together, but that is essentially all of the setup. The only other thing I might mention is that I've tagged this as ball, and that might be relevant as we go forwards. All right.